Thousands of protesters blocked major roads in Belgrade and Serbian cities on Sunday local time. Demonstrations involving hundreds of thousands of people broke out as residents called for snap elections to replace the government. This is the second night that residents took to the streets in the former Yugoslav country. In addition to Serbia, the former Yugoslav countries include Slovenia, Croatia, North Macedonia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Montenegro. Quoting AFP, Monday, June 30, 2025, the demonstrations were actually triggered by the collapse of the roof of a train station in the city of Novi Sad in November last year. The incident killed 16 people. The disaster caused by poor construction spread to deep-rooted corruption in the country. Anti-corruption activists were arrested, making them call for more action from residents to overthrow the government. At the main intersection of the Autokomanda, a residential area of the capital, protesters set up tents and prepared to spend the night, the French website's photographer reported. The protesters posted images of similar blockades from several other cities, including Novi Sad, and published plans for dozens of similar protests across the country, it wrote. Meanwhile, local media and videos posted by protesters showed large crowds streaming onto major bridges. Students also came down from the mountains, forming barriers out of trash bins and fences. Serbian Interior Minister Ivica Dačić told local station Pink TV that authorities were monitoring the situation. President Aleksandar Vučić has previously remained opposed to protesters' demands for early elections, accusing the student-led movement of causing terror. Serbia has won, and you cannot defeat Serbia with violence as some people want, Vučić said in a televised address. Earlier, clashes with police broke out at Saturday's protests. Riot officers used tear gas and batons to try to disperse the crowd, which also threw bottles and flares. Authorities said 48 officers were injured, one seriously, and estimated the crowd size at 36,000. That was well below an independent estimate by the Public Meetings Archive of around 140,000. 8 people were arrested ahead of Sunday's protest, all of whom were said to have planned to block roads and attack state institutions. They planned to change the state order by force, the High Prosecutor's Office said in a statement. So far, police say they have detained 77 people in 2 days. But more than a dozen have been arrested in recent weeks, a crackdown that has become routine ahead of major demonstrations. This is not the time to back down, protest organizers said on Instagram, encouraging people to gather outside the prosecutor's office again. Serbia's economy grew 2% year-on-year in the first quarter of 2025, after growing 3.3% previously. But quarterly, the economy was down 0.6% in the January-March quarter.